league, so we're top of the league. Yes! Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of RWA Productions with myself, Bradley Young, and with the legend Paul Wilson sitting next to me. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Brad.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
Paul.
everybody else, by the way.
um, by the way, 4 wins and 4. Absolutely fantastic. One goal conceded, a 9 goal difference, which, to be honest, that is not a bad start for our football club. To be honest, obviously Pompey a victory again, like I've just mentioned, on the road at Fratton Park. Paul, would you like to obviously have your say first on the game, and actually I have my say after because I've watched the highlights back just before, and I can have a little bit of my say. So you can go first.
Well, 4 wins and 4. You know, well, we've got to be happy with the way the season's been so far.
Mm-hmm.
Was I expecting that? Because unfortunately I couldn't go down. Thank you, LNER.
For your
I should have
strikes.
been there. Was I expecting that? Probably no. I was probably expecting a draw off them, but to come back with 3 points, unfortunately not a clean sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, online. I know online actually did apologise to the dressing room after the game. But yeah, I wasn't even expecting that.
Neither was I, to be honest. Obviously, Pompey, obviously over the years, has been quite a dodgy club for us. Been our bogey team over the years, and obviously, they've beat us quite a few times. Obviously in League One, and obviously beat us in the playoffs as well. Quite a few years back. It was back in 2019. It was. I think it was 2-1. That was an upsetting day for Sunderland fans. But obviously, getting them back on Saturday, thought it was world class. To be honest, again another world class performance. Thought Ricky played really, really well through the middle. I thought he was a standout for me. And to be honest, I'm not surprised that he's going to get Player of the Month because, to be honest, I think he really, really deserves it. To be honest, the amount of effort he's put into these 4 games so far: Cardiff, Sheffield Wednesday, Burnley. Now Portsmouth, you're looking going into our first international break, top of the league. Hey, I'm not complaining. I'm definitely not complaining. To be honest, couple of comments in the chat. Ari Lad says, Acacia, good evening. How you doing?
I guess you.
The game on Saturday was crazy. She says, and she also says she was at the game. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, she was.
To be honest, I heard quite a lot of chanting on the highlights. I was watching it back. To be honest, it's really, really good. But to be honest, let's do what we always do on a Monday night first. We're going to do this first thing. We're going to start off with this.
Oh, player ratings.
Player ratings.
Oh.
Oh, you got your thinking cap on, Paul?
Yes.
Good. So, we're going to start as we always do. We're going to start from goalkeeper to striker, as we always do, and obviously do the subs last. So, we're going to start with Anthony Patterson. Paul, what are you thinking of Patterson's performance on Saturday? What are you thinking?
Well, Patterson, in a way, I kind of fault Patterson
No,
actually.
no.
But I guess yeah. I actually heard that on the stream actually. I'm going to give Patterson a solid 8.
To be honest, Anthony Patterson to be honest, again, didn't have much to do. To be honest, on Saturday, as we looked lively all game, I thought, except from a couple of scrappy moments in the first half. But I think we got up to our energy levels in the second half. I think Reggie LeBrie took him and went in at 1-0. He turned around and said to the fans, says, we need to speed the tempo up a little bit, like we used to do back in like against Burnley, Sheffield Wednesday and Cardiff. Says we need to get back on the front foot again. And I think Reggie LeBrie, I think the way he's managing this team, I think, to be honest, I think the players have woke up. To be honest, this season, they've woke up quite a lot this season, I reckon. And I've said on the group chat to Paul, Bowers and Lauren and Lee that on Friday night our Sunderland under-21s play Sheffield United after Liverpool tonight. Yeah, well, obviously that was
they
fate.
do actually. Our under-21s play Sheffield on Friday.
I'll be keeping a close eye on that one then.
What's
this at Appleton?
Home as well. Yeah, it is.
Ooh,
Be a good
nice.
game now.
Anthony Patterson, though, I am going to give him a 9.
You're nearly close to me there. You're nearly close.
Do you know, Paul? Do you know, mate? 9 for me. I thought he played really, really well Saturday. Bro, I taught you. Said, oh, he is in the chat again. Bruno G. Good evening. Bro, I taught you. He did say like 3-1 or 3-2, I think it was. But yeah, well done to getting that right. Next player then is we're going to move on to Dan Ballard. Paul, do you have you say?
Dan Ballard. To be honest, I actually thought he looked injured at first, because when he went down on the floor, I was like, please don't come off, please don't come off. Lucky enough, he was okay. Because you know what surprised me, Brad? I know we didn't sign him before 12, but our new centre back wasn't on the bench. I was really surprised. Because I thought he would have. I know he was down there because he was
watching.
He was actually watching from with the crowd.
Yeah, he was.
But I was really surprised there was no backup on the bench, unless one of the kids that was on the bench was back up.
Yeah.
But Ballard for me, I am going to give him an 8.
Dan Ballard, I am going to give an 8 too as well. To be honest, Saturday, obviously, I watched his performance against Portsmouth when I came back. Yesterday, I watched the full 90 on YouTube, and to be honest, Ballard looks back to being Ballard again from his injury. Obviously, covering in for RJLSA because he's obviously got long-term injury now, out for 12 weeks. I think he's out for now. Obviously,
yeah, Reggie LeBrie's not expecting LSA back until November international break.
Yeah, he's expecting him to after the next upcoming international break, which will be in November, December time. So
I think it's around November, I think.
Yeah, so we'll be expecting him back around then. But yeah, Dan Ballard, like what we always say, we expect a lot from him, and obviously he does that on the pitch 110% every game. So to be honest, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10 for his performance this time round. What did you think of our win, says Bruno G? To be honest, this ain't a Newcastle podcast, this is a Sunderland podcast, but you know what, to be honest, fair play to you. That's all I've got to say. Dan Ballard, Acacia says a 9 for me. Nice. Next one is Luko 9, Paul. Obviously, own goal scored by him in the 91st minute. But what can we say about him this season?
I'm going to be nice because Acacia is in the group chats, and Acacia is, 09 is one of Acacia's best players. Sad to see him actually score the own goal, like. Because at first I was like, "What's he gonna do?" You know, you, you know, is he going to give a goal back to them or what? Unfortunately, yes. But I was pleased with his performance. 09 still gets an 8 off me.
Yeah. Brad, what did you hear about Alan Shearer? Or he did, or he said, sorry. To be honest, all you heard about it this morning. Apparently, he was on train for the Sunderland supporters coming back. And apparently, the Sunderland fans were singing his name, chanting his name off, calling him this, calling him that. To be honest, it's bloody class. Kieran the Oxy's in the chat. How are you? What was way past your bedtime, Kieran?
Hi, Kieran.
All right, mate.
Hope you're all right, mate.
How are you doing? What's Keisha said? I was like, what the hell was that? And to be honest, he was to get it out all the way from the goal. I'm going to give Mookie Boy a 7 for me. To be honest, Keisha, you know what, right? I'm going to be nice. You know what I'm going to say? I thought, right, he was my man of the match, to be honest. Because the reason why, I'm going to tell you something now, except for that own goal, first half, that 40-yard fucking hell of a ball from the defence. He went all the way down looking for Meander. Did you see that ball, Paul, where he put down to him? Absolutely
Yeah, I did, actually.
That ball. And to be honest, that's the reason why I'm giving him a 9, because that was just first level class, to be honest. 09 is a quality player. He is seriously a quality player. People were calling him in the championship a couple of seasons ago, saying he wouldn't cut it in the championship, he wouldn't do this, he wouldn't do that. You know what? Fans have proved him bloody wrong, to be honest, he has. And to be honest, that's why I'm giving him a 9. I think he deserves what he deserves. I think it's a man of the match for him, 100%. But next we're going to go on to Dennis Serkin. Dennis Serkin, Paul, left back?
Dennis Serkin for me, actually. Dennis actually played well for me, actually. Well, so did the full team, actually. But tell you what, though, but you will be surprised at my man of the match. I'll go to it, though. Dennis Serkin for me does get an 8.
Dennis Serkin does get an 8 from me as well. To be honest, I think it was in the second half where he threw that ball over the bloody crossbar. That was an awful one, but except from that, to be honest, he did play quite well. So, 8 for me for Serkin. Right hand side, Trey Hume, Paul.
Hume. Yeah, I'm going to give Hume an 8 as well. Oh,
I'm going to give him a 7. Reason why? I thought he played. To be honest, I'm not going to say he was the worst player on the ball, but he looked a bit tired on the ball, to be honest. He was keep giving a couple of balls away to Portsmouth. That's why they will keep coming through from the right back, obviously down the left hand side. And to be honest, that's why I'm giving him a 7. But other than that, he played quite well, so nothing much to say about him. Give him a 7. Middle of the park, Chris Rigg, Paul.
Well, Chris Rigg, actually, my man of the match, he gets a full marks of 9.
Nice. To be honest, I was going to give him the second man of the match. If I had to pick a second man of the match, but to be honest, 09 deserves it for me really, really well. But I am going to give Chris Rigg my second 9. I thought he played quite well, so he deserves a 9.
He played really well, actually. I was impressed with him.
Chris Rigg, 10 out of 10 from me. You 8 as well, says Acacia. He was man of the match for me.
That's what local reports, because most of them have been looking at their score, their result, their ratings, and they actually give it to Chris Rigg as well. I thought, but what a player we've got.
Yeah.
17 years old as well.
He's just going to get better and better, isn't he? Throughout his career.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, I agree with a lot of people, though, Brad, because if you think Pearl reaches De Bruyne now, the way Chris Riggs played and the way Alan Brown played on Saturday, how on earth is Daniel couldn't come back in the squad?
Evening, everyone. Says Yorkshire Mackin. Good evening, Jacob. How you doing? Doing well.
Evening, Jacob.
Next one, then we're going to move on to Preston North End. Experienced midfielder from there is Alan Brown. Talk about Brown. Talk about brownies. What do you think of the brownies, Paul?
Brownies. Alan Brown, I thought was good actually for his goal.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people actually give it to Meander, but for me, that second goal, it goes to Alan Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to give him a solid 9. Oh,
Have to give Brownies a 9 for his performance. To be honest, I thought he put in a hell of a lot of performance on Saturday, to be honest. Looking, obviously, at their goalkeeper as well, apparently he was obviously chasing the goalkeeper down. He nearly made a blunder, the goalkeeper, on him as well in the first half.
yeah, he did actually.
But looking at the goal from, obviously, my point of view, Alan Brown gets his foot on it last, so obviously Brown gets the goal for me as well. So it's a solid 9 for him at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I saw people arguing, saying like this second goal should have been Meander's, and I was like, no, that's Alan Brown's goal for me.
Well, Jacob started chanting already. He goes, Chris Wriggle, he hates Newcastle and plays for Sunderland. Chris Wriggle, that's what he's put in the chat there.
Oh, don't worry. When we come to play Middlesbrough, Chris Riggs' name will get sung right round that ground.
Next one, star for sure. Jude's brother, Joe Bellingham. Another one for me, a standout performer. Paul, what are you thinking?
Bellingham, another standout actually, but I'm going to give him an 8.
Oh, Paul Howie. I'm going to give him an 8 as well, to be honest. His performance, what he put in on Saturday, was quite good as well. So, give him an 8 out of 10. Comments in the chat. Feels like I'm in dreamland, says Yorkshire Mutton. Chris Wriggle, Chris Wriggle, he hates Newcastle. He's better than Perot. Chris Wriggle, that's the song. Yeah, that's the song. I thought it was the song.
Yeah, that's the song. Actually, we actually play it. We actually sing at the ground.
Yeah. Job for 8 from me, says Acacia. So she's going with us for the 8. Any more comments in that chat? Half time. Next one we're going to move on to is we need to be nice if someone's on here. Lauren Kelly, Patrick Roberts.
Oh.
Paddy.
Roberts. I am actually I'm impressed actually with half of these players this season.
I am as well.
But Roberts for me, just in case Lauren is watching, I'm going to give him a 9. Lauren be watching this back. She'll be like, "You two better be nice." She'll message or she'll be like, "Oi, I want a higher rating. I want a higher."
I want a 10. I want a solid 10. Not a 9. 9's not good enough. I want a 10. But next one is Story for Sure Remain Mundle. He comes next. What are you thinking, Paul, about him?
Mundell, He's another one, actually. I've been impressed with Jack Clark's replacement.
Jack who?
Jack Mundell. That's what I said to Bowers. That's what I said to Bowers actually on Saturday. But yeah, Mundell for me gets a 7.
Be careful because Brad's mum is a mag. Be careful. Remain Mundell for me. What did you say, Paul? A 7 for Remain Mundell?
Yeah, Jack Mundell gets a 7.
For me, to be honest, Remain Mundell, 2 of the shows against, obviously, last week against Burnley, this week against Portsmouth. I'm going to give him a 10. 9, sorry. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for me. Boy, was just next level Saturday, to be honest. What looked good. Next one is Mienda. Mienda.
Mienda. Oh. Mienda, I have been impressed with as well, actually. Because you know what's big going to be like now. I know the window's shut, but Mienda gets.
Mundell?
I'm going to say an 8.
For me, Mienda, do you know what? To be honest, I am actually impressed with his performances what he's pulling lately. I'm going to give him an 8 as well. Thought he played quite well Saturday against Portsmouth. Jacob says, let's get ready to bundle. But next we're going to go on to the subs. So the subs who came on was Wilson, Isidore, Ian Paveda, and who else made the bench, Paul, who came on?
Russian.
Is that all who came on?
Yeah, there was only 3 subs.
3 subs also. So we're going to start with the new man. We're going to start with not Paul Wilson Isidore.
Well, where to start actually with him? First time he's actually had a red and white t-shirt, red and white shirt on. I actually liked the look of him actually when he came on.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he played well. So first time in a Sunderland shirt. I know he played tonight. But yeah, I thought he looked alright. So I'm going to give him an 8.
I'm going to give him a 7. To be honest, I thought he played well Saturday, and obviously looking at that performance tonight as well in the under 21s game, he's going to be some exciting player soon. Like, what's your name? Did you watch it tonight, Paul?
No, I didn't. I'll catch the highlights when the club puts it up.
Catch up, Paul. Catch it. He was really good tonight, Wilson. To be honest. So Isidore gets his 7 off me. The next one is Ian Paveda, obviously another new sub what came in under Reggie Debris. Paveda, Paul.
Well, it's the first time we've actually seen Paveda as well. Well, in the first team anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to miss 6.
To be honest, for me, I'm going to give him the next one. I'm going to go with 7. The reason why is Mitchell was right, to be honest. I thought, to be honest, he looks a really standout performer when he's not injured. To be honest, when he's fit on his game, he looks really, really good. And to be honest, I think that was the best I've seen from him on Saturday. I've seen him in the under 21s game the other week when he started against Newcastle United. And to be honest, he looked quite good there as well. So to be honest, I'm going to give him a 7 for that one. Last but not least is our Ukrainian Nazari Russian. Paul? The last we received?
To be honest, all I can give Russian is a 6 because it was actually a late change, but you know when Russian came on, we actually saw out the game. So yeah, Russian for me gets a 6.
And I'm going to give him an NA because, to be honest, I've got no comment on him, to be honest. Because he came on just before the end, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if you're saying. Well, I think I told you, Brad, actually, but Regis Labrie was asked why Abdullah Bar
Yeah, he
and
did. Really.
Sheesh actually wasn't anywhere near that squad. It's because Regis Labrie came out to the media actually and said that they were very close to actually leave the club. It was his decision to actually leave them on Wearside. They are back in training next week. Yeah, I think he's given the team the week off.
To be honest, that's actually quite good, that. But to be honest, there might be some players still doing it privately on their own. Probably there might be still doing it privately, I bet. Doing bits and pieces.
Oh, cool, Jacob.
Who's that? Reggie yes, I seen that. A picture of him walking his dog through Washington with a wife, with his wife. I think also when he was with, to be honest, it wasn't Washington. I seen him walking his dog on the picture. So yeah, that's obviously wrapped up for subs and obviously the player ratings. Next, we're going to move into the game itself. Obviously, Portsmouth versus Sunderland. Paul, do you want to have your say first? How obviously Sunderland reacted on Saturday, making that 4 clean sheets in a row. 4 obviously
4 clean sheets. What game are you watching?
Obviously, 4 games in a row. One obviously conceded goal throughout. Happy days, up by Christmas. What are you thinking?
Up by Christmas. To be honest with you, I thought we played all right. I didn't expect us to get 3-0 up, mind.
Against Pompey.
Against them because, when I was in street ball, actually, I was keep shouting, "We won 4, we won 4, we won 4." Yeah, just for Tom, I doubt he'd be watching, but for the YouTube channel, 4-0 written all over it. I just wanted my own back. But yeah, I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. But it's a shame we've got this international break now, isn't it?
It is. It's a massive shame.
The club will want to, reaches. I know it reaches the be right now. It reaches the be want to get the next win now, and unfortunately he's got to wait. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the players has to wait on international duty. Dan Ballard, for example. Let's hope they don't pick up any injuries.
Let's hope.
Let's start the second half of the season with a win against Plymouth or Gal.
We're Rooney's West Cornwall pasties.
Which I think will be Plymouth. They haven't even Rooney hasn't even won a game yet.
That's shocking, to be honest. So FootMob has obviously gave their player ratings. So Patterson got a 6.6, then a Circle a 7.2, Ballard a 6.9, O'Neill a 6.5, Hume a 7, Brown a 7.8, Chris a 6.8. Don't know what game I've been watching. 7.7 Remain Mundo, 7.3 Job, 6.7 Patrick Roberts, and 8.4 Eliza Meander. I think they've leveled them up a little bit there. Like, don't think Meander played that well. They got an 8.4. Like, but Plymouth 1, Sunderland 3. To be honest, we can't go into score predictions for that game soon. But to be honest, I wasn't planning on doing that tonight. I was planning on doing it next week. Just to let you know, guys, as well, before obviously we move on to the next thing, we are taking a break on Thursday, so there will be no live stream on Thursday because there'll be nothing to talk about. So we will be going live next Monday evening at 9:30 again. So stay tuned for that one. Just let you know. But Reggie the Breed, Paul, we're going to talk about now again. So I want to keep bringing this up weekly, to be honest. So Reggie the Breed, again, a standout performer for me. He looked really well on the pitch. He looked really well on the touchline. Sorry, not on the pitch.
I was going to say on the pitch.
Imagine Reggie the Breed as a player.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
That'll be interesting to watch. Jacob says I will be in sunny Corfu watching the Plymouth game.
I hope we win for you then, Jacob. I think we will.
Plymouth has had a shocking at home recently after beating Stoke on after getting what? Beat from Stoke on Saturday.
Yeah, Stoke won them on Saturday.
But I think Morgan Whittaker will score 2 goals against us and Barry Mumba again. She says, or Barry Mumba again.
Mumba.
Really?
To be honest, I think we'll beat Plymouth.
Yep. Score prediction, Paul, for Plymouth. We might as well give ours now since all these are giving them.
Well, it depends for me actually with the players on international duty. Let's hope they don't pick up any injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Ballard, for example, because if Ballard picks up an injury, the new centre back we got from Bournemouth will probably make his debut.
Experience as well, by Palm.
Yeah, he is. He was actually suspended for one of the Wales games.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if the players that's away, if they come back with no injuries, I'm gonna say we'll beat Plymouth. I'm gonna go 3-0 Sunderland.
3-0 Sunderland, no goals conceded. Very good, Paul.
No.
Do you want to know what my score prediction is?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised because I know Regis will be Christian Speakman's. Well, you've probably seen, but on deadline day, Christian Speakman came out and said that young striker we just signed on Friday, he's not getting rushed into the squad. He probably featuring a couple of under 23 games
beforehand.
Yeah, I think he will. Wilson Idol, I think, might feature against Plymouth, might make his debut. Start. But yeah, I reckon we'll beat Plymouth 3-0.
My score prediction, you're going to absolutely love this. I'm not living in dreamland either before people say this. I did say it to Phil at the start of the season. We'll get 12 points in 12. And we Philly turned around and said, well, what are you drinking? And I said, I commented on last night's Sunday bunch, actually, when he done the Sunday bunch last night. He wasn't turkey getting his teeth done. Looks very painful now, to be honest. But to be honest, I turned around and I said, I thought you would get 12 out of 12 Phil, didn't we? And he turned around and went, he says, I remember that. He says, obviously, he says, what you been drinking? And then obviously he says, well done for that. So I'm going to say we're going to make it 15 out of 15. I'm going to say Plymouth 0, Sunderland 5.
What?
That's me.
What? Say that again?
Plymouth 0, Sunderland 5. That's my score prediction. Wayne Rooney, you're not getting beat. You're not getting a win off us. You can go fuck off back to Birmingham. Well, you're not even going to get back to
Well,
Birmingham now.
you know exactly what Wayne Rooney will be like.
Let's have a look. Craig in the chat, he says, hi, hello Craig, you alright mate? KCS go to Plymouth on the 14th. But then you'll be stuck with me again, Paul, on the 21st against Borough.
I'll tell you what, the way we are, Middlesbrough, be very afraid. Be very afraid because we're going to beat you at the Stadium of Light.
Acacia says it's going to be packed for that game. To be honest, I think it is. It's going to be absolutely packed for that game, to be honest. Packed to the sardines, I reckon.
Yeah, it always is for that game. To be honest, I heard a rumour that apparently Tony Mowbray could be back for the Middlesbrough game as well.
Oh, yeah, you were mentioning that last week, weren't you?
Yeah, because Lee told me that apparently Mowbray is being invited for the Middlesbrough game, so hopefully at half time, Tony Mowbray will come down to the pitch side and actually speak to the fans. Probably just to thank the supporters, after all the treatment, etc. He's been through.
Yeah. Right then, guys, I'm guessing that about that. We're going to wrap it up for tonight, to be honest, because there's nothing else to talk about. But happy days. Sunderland will be up by Christmas, what I've mentioned before. 4-4. No goals, well, one goal conceded by the goal there. You say no goals conceded. I think I'm living in dreamland, but.
By the way, I just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in on Friday with me and Lee from the academy. We're actually hoping to do that in January, actually, but this time from the stadium.
Paul, this time from the stadium. Oh, I'm liking it. This time from the stadium, right? Okay,
yeah, because it was a laugh, Lord Brad, because when we went off air,
Emma came down.
Emma came down from Fan TV, and the club actually finally brought out the player to actually hold his T-shirt. The club did the interview outside the academy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, obviously, please subscribe to Paul and Lee show after this. It doesn't cost a single penny. Congratulations to their stream on Friday. It went really successfully, well, I thought, to be honest. Thank you for giving a little Hoggy a shout out as well. Paul and Lee, appreciate that. Obviously, as well, when Paul mentioned you'd be at the Stadium of Light in January, well, Jack Lincoln on our channel, thank you very much indeed for doing Friday nights as well for us. While I was away in the Lake District, it was a quite nice weekend for us. But to be honest, back home settling in. So, in January time in the transfer window, I will be on air with Lewis York and he'll be down at the Academy of Light. So, tune in for that one. Jack at the Academy of Light on, obviously, January window. So, stay tuned for that one. Comment on the live chat. Bye, sad boy, says Craig. Have fun, Geordie. You and Lee were fantastic, says Acacia. Before we go, some comments.
Thank you, Acacia.
And she says, please do it again for the next transfer window.
Yeah, we will. To be honest, we were actually trying to get Bowers actually to pop down, but no, he wouldn't come down. I think we're trying to get somebody to pop down with us. We'll find someone.
You'll find someone. I subscribe, Paul.
Thank you, Craig.
Cheers, mate. But yeah, please subscribe to the channel for them as well. I will be having a little talk with Paul after this show about moderator as well. So me and Paul have to get off early, and we'll see you again next Monday night, the 9th of... What month we're in? September. The 9th of September. Stay tuned. Take care. Goodbye for now.
Take care, everybody.